There is a huge change in the MCU. Breaking just moments ago on The Hollywood Reporter, Marvel shakes up Armor Wars, Don Cheadle series now being developed as a movie. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Armor Wars, now a movie instead of a series. This is Isaiah M. Washington here on the Fantastic Foundation channel. And yes, this just broke at the time of recording about 20 minutes ago. It is now going to be a movie instead of a series. Let's read up a little bit. Marvel Studios has shaken up its Armor Wars project, and now what was to have been a series for Disney Plus will now be redeveloped as a feature film. The move essentially pushes back the title further down the development slate. Sources say the studio was committed in getting the story told the right way, and in that process realized that a feature was better suited for the project. Now, this is what I want to focus on for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. They want to tell the story the right way, so they're doing a movie instead of a series. Now, if you're not familiar with this channel, it's a newer channel that we started up, ladies and gentlemen. So most of you watching right now are not familiar with me or the channel. Our previous video, I went back through all of the Disney Plus series and reconfigured them, hypothetically speaking, into shorter television films, I guess you can say, because I feel that is the way Marvel Studios shines, by making films instead of series. So I went back, I said, hey, these movies, these shows could have been, two-part movies that you could put on Disney Plus, right? This is excellent news. Armor Wars, instead of a series, now a movie. They could focus on telling one concise story, cutting out all the fluff, because, with these series, there's a lot of fluff here. Even with 6-episode seasons, they still manage to have filler episodes for whatever reason. Doing a movie eliminates that possibility. And I was hoping, actually, that Secret Wars would be the same. Hopefully that would be the same. Actually, no, they already shot that, I think. So that's going to be a series. I was hoping a story like Secret Wars would be a movie as well, because you got Samuel L. Jackson starring in it. It's like he's a bona fide movie star. You could sell a movie with him as a lead. And the Secret Invasion story, you could consolidate that, get it straight to the point, no fluff, but we're doing a series. But I'm happy with this now. Don Cheadle, also big name actor, can lead his own movie, Armor Wars. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I think since they're moving it to a movie, they may get a bigger budget, right? Inevitably. Even though these Disney Plus series have a comparable budget, but it's not the same as a movie budget, I'm hoping, since they're getting a little bit more money, you bring back, if this wasn't already the plan, I would assume it might have been a plan, but now it's like even more of a possibility. You bring back Justin Hammer. That's right. You bring back the Justin Hammer character returning from Iron Man 2 into this series. That's what I hope. Fingers crossed. Let's continue reading now. Don Cheadle, who was reprising his longtime Marvel Cinematic Universe role, Colonel James Rhodey Rhodes, a.k.a. War Machine, remains on board to star. Yasir Lester, who was acting as head writer on the series, will remain as its feature scribe. So that's something to take note of. I'm not familiar with Lester here, but, writing a movie is different than a series. So I wonder if that's going to have any significant impact on the change in project. Hopefully it doesn't. Or maybe hopefully it does for the better, Marvel has been eyeing a 2023 start of production on the series, but the few people who were gearing up for that were notified Thursday of the change of direction. No directors had officially been attached, and it is unclear when an Armor Wars series would pop on Marvel's timeline of its phases of movies and Disney Plus series. Little is known about the long log line for Armor Wars, although it was brought up earlier this month at Disney's D23 Expo when Cheadle joined Marvel Studios producer and president Kevin Feige on stage, revealing a logo for what was then touted as being a 6-episode event series. Feige first announced plans for Armor Wars in late 2020. Now, this is also an important note. Just a few weeks ago, They came and said this is a series. Not only that, but a 6-episode series. So that was a plan a couple weeks ago. This isn't something that they've been planning since like May or something and are just now letting the news break. This is a new development here, which could be bad, could be good. My gut reaction is that I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, the news broke that the Blade movie is having some issues. It lost its director. So that most likely means, because they were supposed to start shooting next month, if they got to find a new director, that might, delay it at least a couple months, right? What if we're about to see, hopefully not, but what if we're about to see another huge shift in their projects, at least for the movies? Because if Blade is getting delayed, and they also have to insert Armor Wars now into their movie slate, that's going to be very interesting. And they haven't even started shooting, so you can't even, I don't even think you can, unless they're going to, rush to start shooting immediately, which I doubt this is the case. But I don't think it's likely. I'm flustered right now. I don't think it's likely that, Blade gets moved because it was supposed to come out around this time next year. I doubt it gets moved and then Armor Wars takes that place. I don't think that's what's going to happen. So this is interesting. I hope we're not just seeing little hints of like a major shakeup they're going to announce at some point. Where it's like, oh yeah, like everything we have, they're going to be like delayed at least 6 months. I hope that's not the plan. I hope not. That would spell bad news for whatever they're planning. The title Armor Wars hails from a celebrated storyline that was published in... Okay, we don't need to be explained what Armor Wars is. Cheadle's next appearance will be Secret Invasion, debut in 2023. He has played the character since Iron Man 2. This is not the first time Marvel has pivoted the development of a title in this way. Hawkeye was originally conceived as a feature before the executive team decided to turn the idea into a Disney Plus series. I think that one with the Hawkeye thing, that was the wrong choice. Should have been the other way, but I'm happy Armor Wars is going to be a movie instead. But overall, very good news here. This is going to be a movie instead. Best case scenario, this movie comes out around the same time that the series is supposed to come out, which I'm assuming is 2024. I would assume early 2024, before Deadpool, before Fantastic Four. So first half of 2024, hopefully that still remains as the release date. I don't see why it wouldn't, especially because I would have to assume if they were about to start production, they have a general idea of what the series was going to be. You just got to transfer that story into a feature film, which I'm not saying it's easy, but once you have the idea down and the contracts and everything good to go, transferring it wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world. But yeah, that's what's happening. Armor Wars, now a movie. Great news. Hopefully, to be honest with you, I hope most of these series do the same. And they don't even have to release them theatrically. They could put them on Disney Plus. Like I said, I'm not going to go over my video again, but like 2-part movies, since they want like 2 billing cycles for these series. That's why they're at least 6 episodes. You do part 1 of Armor Wars, part 2 of Armor Wars. They're 2 feature films. You could do like hour and a half each. There we go, if you want to do that. But yeah, overall, very good news. Don Cheadle, big star. He can lead a movie, no problem. This is nothing but good news. But that's breaking news here on the Fantastic Foundation channel. Make sure you subscribe. We like movies, television with a concentration on the MCU, as you can see. Yeah, good news. Let me know what you think about it. I think this is nothing but a good move. Excellent move. All right. Thank you for watching the video. Until the next news break. I probably should have did this with Deadpool a couple days ago, but I just saw this right now. I thought, hey, I got some time. Let me record a video. And now we're good to go. Now I'm ending the video. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you for watching.